What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time, we made it all the way up to Orcus Tower after fighting off a bunch of enemies. All three groups have come together to finish this battle against Simulcrum Rufus and Ilia with her gnome-type mask. And once we defeat these two and return things to normal, Crossbell will once again be free. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm sure she's gonna give us a disorder right off the bat. Oh wow, I was really expecting a disorder right off the bat. I'll take it though. Yeah. How perfect. That's helpful. Again. Oh, here we go. I was kind of taking it easy to see if she had an S-craft. That was a hit. Risha didn't get hit by it. Nice. Anyway.
せたまえ。これはどうかな。レネゲードエイジ貸し付けマジェスティックレイ。
Alright.
黒き太陽よ、美しく散りなさい。許しません。
Rude.
行くぞ。ヒギラハヤレ。そうか、これこそが本物の。
私の番ですね。
We don't really have much in way of healing, do we? Probably should have thought about that.
礼は言おう。
虜にしてあげる。
Not like it mattered.
ありえん。任せたまえ。
Definitely should have brought a healer.
ありがとうございます。
任せたまえ。礼は言おう。俺の番だな。うなれ。おお。螺旋撃。今だ。
正気。さすがね。リーシャ弟君も。見事なお手並みでした。
いえ、まだまだ未熟です。
まあ
と、よしよし。
Eustace was kind of underleveled as well. Oh, here we go. Up from the opening. She managed to cut off the mask without slicing her face open. That's some very extreme precision.
Sergeiさん。ああ、やりやがったか。
Well, there you have it. So Garcia was always doing the right thing.
あの仮面も破壊できたからな。
市内に満ちていた負の霊力も薄まりつつあるみたいです。
やれやれ、なんとかなったってところね。
We can't be forgetting there's still one enemy we haven't taken care of yet, right?
リーシャン、ありがとね。おかげで私も大切なものを取り戻せた気がする。イリアさんでもついにリーシャに追い越されちゃったわね。いくら戦いは専門外とはいえ、こうなったら武術なんかも本格的に始めちゃおうかしら。もうイリアさんは本当に、でも本当によかった。
たく、ほんとブレねえ姉さんだぜ。
やっぱりイリアさんはイリアさんね。
これが敗北。いくら完璧を申そうと本物には勝てぬということか。どうだろうね。実際のところ君と私にさして違いがあったとは思えないのも確かだ。少し前の私だったらここまでの全てを翻して二つ返事で申し出を受けたかもしれないしね。
ルーファス？
あなたという人は。
明暗を分けたものがあるとしたらほんのわずかな経験の差なの。幻想要塞での絶対的な敗北、あの時味わった頬の痛みやここに至る短い道中なども含めての理解不能だな。
珍しいことを言うな。
いやー、本心かどうか怪しいよ。でも旅ってそういうものなんじゃないかな。
ああ、多くの出会いと経験が一回りも二回りも成長させてくれる。
You're one to talk, Joshua.
それがたとえ短い旅路だとしてもね。
そうなんだ。
でもよかった。これでようやくクロスベルを取り戻せたんですね。
Let's hold on a minute.
ああ、だが
ロイドさん？
シュバルツァーも何しけたつら。待てよ。
They know.
いや、新ソード完全に機能を停止する前に答えてもらいたいことがある。
彼とゼロの鬼神はどこに行ったんだ？
そういえばここまで一度も姿を見かけていませんでしたね。
状況を考えれば町の防衛に出てこない理由はないはず。
だったらどうして？
残念だが君たちに勝利はない。時間だ。
Oh, well.
一体？
おい、
リーン教官。
これは何かが来る。
地震か？
いや、この凄まじい冷圧は
南の方角から。
What is? Western crossbow above Guerrilla Fortress. It's nearly noon. The time limit set by the Supreme Leader is upon us. What will they do? Commander! An anomaly has been detected coming from Southern Crossbell. An unidentified object has appeared out of Lake Elm. That music doesn't bode well. Giant laser beam. Naval Fortress. Holy. Hope no one was in there. They're obviously going to find a way to be like, oh, they were all out on training exercises, thankfully. But, one blast was enough to erase the entire fortress. That is a problem.
あれが我々の目をもかいくぐり建造されていたものですか
No snarky remarks from him. It means it's a bad thing.
甘かった。ここまでの代物だったとは。
So they know what was being built.
あれがこの装置で隠していた。
ええ、情報操作で行方不明になったガルガンチュア級に列車砲、そしてタングラム要塞を解体して完成させた最終兵器。
まさしくシンギュラリティの産物か。
くそ、この世に生み出していいもんじゃねえだろ。
Kia. It's a big cone. Oh, of course.
素晴らしい。あれこそが超高度機械知性のシンギュラリティの産物か。さあ、存分にデータを取らせてもらうとしよう。
さて、ご覧いただけたかな。あれにそびえ立つはクロスベル統一国の、そして大陸の高級平和の象徴となるもの。ケラウドスによって全ての悪を滅ぼす世界最後の兵器にして史上最高の抑止力。その名は坂島のバベル。かの巨頭のお披露目をもってここにゼムリア大陸の統一を宣言する。
I'm not calling it the Retributive Tower because it's literally called Project Babel. And obviously in Japanese you just heard them say Babel. I think it's called Reverse Babel in Japanese, I believe, or something. Or Tower of Babel. I mean, obviously when I read text, if it says that name, I'll read it as it is, but... So this was the Supreme Leader's, like, deterrent Like, no one will go against the United Nation of Crossbell because anyone who defies anything, anyone who commits any crimes will just be subjected to this weapon. It can strike anywhere. The commotion in the city is starting to calm down to a degree. Garcia also helped us recover all remaining Zauber soldats and transport them into the Geofront. The remaining members of the EDF all willingly surrendered themselves too. As for Ilya Potier, she's been taken to the hospital. She's exhausted but in no danger. Thank Eidos for that. She's in good hands with Dr. Sayland. Speaking of the doctor, it sounds like Muriel's surgery was a success. It's a shame I can't see her yet, but at least I know she's alright. You will soon. For now, we need to decide on our next move. Who knew something like that would show up on Lake Elm? The Retributive Tower. Tower of Babel. We've already seen it's capable enough to annihilate something the size of Yuno Naval Fortress in an instant. From what I can see, it powers itself through the spirit veins. The energy is amplified and reflected by combat shell satellites in the sky, which then direct them toward the desired target. The technology to fire a beam of its strength, which each precise accuracy just doesn't exist in the Empire. But Elysium can realize it. I thought so. The fortress's troops were stationed elsewhere at the time of the attack, so by the grace of the goddess, no lives were lost. There you go. I'm more ashamed that my old castle could fall so easily. I don't think any fortress could have withstood a blast like that. The aim was to show its monstrous capabilities, and it served its purpose well. You need only look to our neighbors' reactions to see that, particularly Calvard's. Indeed. You talked to their new president just earlier, didn't you, sir? I did, yes. Are we actually going to see him now?
こうして話をするのは先の再独立の決定合議以来になりますか。こたびの再占領における早期の都市解放。さすがはあなたの苦難を乗り越えてきたクロスベルの方々。
That's obviously the voice of Calvard's new president, the person who took over after Rocksmith. We are hardly worthy of such praise. I truly regret we've been unable to bring this crisis to a conclusion faster, Mr. President. President Roy Gramhart. But it is good to have this line of communication open to us again. Now, I believe it would be wise to discuss how to address the new weapon of mass destruction.
それならばすでに我が国は準備を開始しています。
President Gramhart. As it had, yeah.
あの大戦に間に合わなかった戦力をすぐにでも動かせるくらいにはね。
I see. Surely you're aware of the extremely delicate position Crossbell finds itself in at present. If Ereboni or even Calvard were to intervene with Forestwell...
ええ、もちろん承知の上です。それでもあのような宣言があった以上、断固たる対応に動くのは国家として必然でしょう。
That's fair.
次なる裁きの地はカルバード共和国バラティエ空軍基地。天の雷は一切の躊躇も区別もなくかの地を怪人と化すだろう。次の国言は170〇〇。統一国への賛同。各国首脳には改めて賢明なご判断を期待する。
So even without the fake Rufus there, it's still gonna strike because it's an AI.
共和国軍の総司令部である主要基地がはっきり標的と宣言されたのです。むしろ本来ならば実際に被害を被った帝国が真っ先に動くのが筋ではないでしょうか。
I deeply regret the position your country has been placed in after a problem that erupted within our borders. But could you not give us a little more time to resolve this on our own? I assure you we are not sitting idly by while your nation is threatened.
もちろんそうでしょう。非公式だが、それなりの人員も集まりつつあるようだ。
Well, we know that Kilika works for, you know, essentially whatever intelligence division, I think it was the CID, that's in Calvard. So, obviously, I'm sure she has connections. Obviously, she knows Estelle and the others and
ですが、
whatnot.
お分かりですね。共和国の協力を断る以上は、帝国の正規兵力も協力できない。そしていよいよ国限が差し迫った場合、共和国は独自にでも動かざるを得ないと。
He's not completely unreasonable considering, you know, what's being threatened at his country. President Gramhart, sir. Yes, I fully understand that.
ならば結構。要請さえあれば、共和国軍はいつでも動けます。どうか、お早めのご決断を。マクダエル議長閣下。
I mean, with a face like that, not the most friendly of faces. The rumors abound weren't an exaggeration in the least. If anything, they didn't exaggerate enough. I'd heard his actions since the war have made him very popular in the Republic. Until now, we feared that Calvard would use the Supreme Leader as an excuse to invade, but the Tower changed everything. They know as little about it as we do, so of course they would be hesitant about approaching it. Well, it's the right move. Playing this card has no downsides for them. I don't doubt that as soon as they have a grasp on the situation, they'll use it as an excuse to intervene and claim Crossbell as their own. I fear my only option may be to request both the Republic and Empire's aid after all. No! Oh, grandfather. The lives of the entire continent are on the line. We don't have much choice. But doing so would cement Crossbell's status as a country unable to handle crisis within its own borders. It'd kill its chance of re-independence for good. It's almost an impossible choice to make. Knowing where the next target will be works to the Republic's advantage as well. As does knowing that while it's an important military base, it can be rebuilt with ease, unlike Yuno. The deadline is also generous enough to give time to evacuate civilians in the vicinity of the blast. I'm sure preparations are already underway. All that to say that even should the worst happen, Calvard will walk away with minimal damage at most. Lucky sons of bitches. And here we were thinking things would get easier after that sly old fox they had before 23 was out of the picture. 23? Was that the 23rd president? The delay could still work in our favor. It might mean we bought enough time to take care of the tower ourselves. It'll take half a day more over nothing at all. I wouldn't bust out the champagne over that just yet. Agreed, there are reports that there are far fewer Zauber soldats stationed in the city now compared to when it was first occupied. And there's only one other place they'd be. So the bulk of them are defending the tower then. Maybe they figured the city would be liberated again from the start? Surely not. Actually, after all that's happened, anything is possible. I lean torn personally. Our foe's real goal was unveiling this giant weapon all along. But at this point, just who is our foe? Doesn't sound as though Elysium itself has a will of its own. That's right, it needs an administrator. The answer is whoever ousted me from that position took it for themselves. That all this has continued unabated even after the Supreme Leader's demise suggests it wasn't him. He would have been the most obvious answer. Our options otherwise are very few. I'll be honest, I'm not sure this is something Calvert and Erebonia's armies can solve. I don't think so either. The tower is capable of more destruction than even the past war if left unchecked.
させない。黒幕が本当に大陸に高級平和なんてもたらそうとしているかはわからない。でも大陸中の人を人質に取るようなやり方で無理やり世界をねじ曲げようなんて、こんなやり方で世界が一つになんてなれるわけがないわ。そんなやつにみんなが守ってきたものを好き勝手になんて絶対させないんだから。
Well said. That's our Yuna.
その通りだ。そのために俺たちは戦ってきたし、何度でも立ち上がってこられた。どんな壁が立ちはだかっても今回だって同じだろう。ああ、俺たちトールズ関係者も今俺に起きている異変も含めて何としても解決してみせる。俺を大切に思ってくれる仲間たちとこれからも前を向いていくためにも。
Green. Yeah, we're right there with you. Libero's here to support you all we can too. Crossbell and Erebony are neighbors, yes. But it's more that we've overcome enough as a team that we would never back out now. Yeah, teamwork's made the dream work enough times before, so why wouldn't we help? We, of course, are also here for you. Damn, you guys love these cute speeches. I'd bust one out too, if I had one to give. Yet, for all we have on our side, there are still limits to what we can do. The real key to our success is her. True, as long as Elysium plays such a large role, its former administrator is going to make or break this. She's the best, perhaps the only hope we have of seeing tomorrow. Your name is Lapis, right? I hate to put this kind of pressure on you, but we're absolutely going to need you in this upcoming operation. Will you help us?
いやよ。
No. Okay. What?
いやって言ったの。あな。
You did not just say no. Read the room, Lapis. That's how our girl is. She doesn't let anyone push her into doing what she doesn't want to. It's not like we're bossing her around over something trivial. She can't go, screw you guys, I'm out of here, when the stakes are this damn high. Are you saying no because you only want to help your friends?
勘違いしないで。相手がルーファスだって同じ。私が手を貸すんじゃない。むしろその逆よ。今回の事件の中心にはエリュシオンがある。
She's gonna spin this into their helping her, not the other way around.
だったらその解決は元管理者である私の使命であり責任だわ。つまりこの場じゃ私が一番の当事者なの。そこを履き違えないで。むしろあなたたちこそ全力で私に協力してもらうんだから。
Way to turn it around, LP. She is technically correct. Does that technically matter?
よくないの。大切なことじゃない。
She's more of a character than you led me to believe, Ian. Believe me, I'm just as surprised at how much she's grown. Her friends have no doubt played a vital part in that. Can't argue with that logic. The distinction works in our favor too. We're here as friends, but as Erebonians, we can't officially interfere in Crossbell's affairs at the moment. I'm sure that was at the back of some of our minds when we agreed to step in. It was, but we're way past the point where we can claim that this only involves Crossbell. All of our lives are at risk here. We want to help, but even if we didn't want to, this affects us just as much as it does Crossbell. Crossbell, Erebonia, Liberal, it's everyone's problem all across the map. It's a lot of people when you think about it. Yeah, but all across the map's right. And we'll need everyone we can get to help Lapis and overcome this. Estelle and Joshua never turned away a helping hand when they needed it. Thor's never turned them away either. Nor did the SSS. And we won't turn them away now. Exactly. What just happened? Are you ignoring me? Nope, you helped everyone feel like a team, that's all. Good girl, I'm so proud of you. I don't get why. I'd like to turn our discussion to what our present objectives should be. Loppies, how exactly should we go about stopping the tower? Well, Elysium came to be through the orbital network and spirit veins. It existed in an entirely intangible state, so retaking control over it would normally be impossible. Right now, though, it exists in physical form through the tower's central terminal. That much is very clear to me now that the signal jamming is gone. In other words, right now we have a chance. Does this form make it possible for you to reinstate yourself as administrator? As long as we can reach the tower's center and I can wire myself directly to it, yes. If we do that, both the tower and the divine lightning should cease to function. Then we have our mission. One that's a lot easier said than done. The Zalber Soldats are going to be difficult enough to pass, and then there's the tower itself built like a fortress. It's also worth noting it's being protected by some sort of barrier while it draws in new energy. The barrier's mana is so dense I doubt even railway guns could break it. Is that durable? I feared it would be something like that. Before we can even think about teleporting inside, we need to take care of that barrier. But we don't have anything stronger than railway guns and crossbows, so even if they aren't up to the task, let's not forget that the tower sits over a lake. We have one Merkbah hidden and ready for use, but this isn't going to be as easy to get to as the Azure Tree was. Not with our enemy being armed to the teeth. My Merkbah is undergoing repairs in Ereboni with the Courageous 2, so that one's out. We could have taken care of it if we had our Divine Knights, but unfortunately we're going to be facing one instead of on top of everything else. Yeah, there's got to be something we can do though. Our lovely prince? And a lot of helpers. Olivia, Angie, George. Wait, Vita? Good to see you as always, Emma. Of course, she decides to swoop in right as you're discussing how to overcome a new overpowering weapon. You don't always have to make a show of coming in to save the day, Vita. All because you've never done it 1,000 times yourself, grandmother. I just couldn't afford to stay away knowing this society, the professor mainly, is involved. If the rest of Thor's is getting in on protecting the beautiful ladies of Zemuria from this new threat, how could I skip out? If I get on the action, I might get in on that action, know what I mean? If only we didn't. You look well, Crow. Same to you guys. I thought you were still in Arteria, Father Thomas. Must mean our ever-reluctant superiors realize they can't leave this chance. You would be correct, even they can't ignore a broadcast so damning. I see the SSS has been very busy. Hopefully I can give congrats once I'm back in Crossbell. Hold on to that congrats, our work's not done yet. You've been conducting an independent investigation in the Empire from what I've heard. At the request of none other than the Prince himself here. We may be unable to mobilize the Imperial Army, but there is a way to catch the enemy unawares, even if it does involve an element of luck. If it works, however, you'll be able to get inside the tower. Really? What's the way then? Please, my dear, spoil the surprise. That, and I don't really think we can afford to be too cautious with Elysium. That's smart of you. We can't rule out them being able to listen in on us somehow. What a horrific possibility. Well, shall we get to work on our operation? If you're willing to support me in the endeavor, of course, Commander Bales and Toa. I'd never turn that down. We have until it hits 1700 hours to pull this off, so time is of the essence. So, 5 p.m., that's right. Let's begin at once. Prince Oliver, Commander Bales, and Toa begin ironing out the details of how to enter the tower. The assault team, comprised of the SSS Class 7 and Rufus's party, let them be to prepare for this grand battle. They agreed the best use of their time would be to rest and recharge while touring the newly liberated Crossbell. there you have it. This is gonna be our last chance to prepare, but we got less than half a day left. Oh, so it's 5 p.m. tomorrow. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh no, less than half a day. Okay, so less than 6 hours. Wait, less than 12 hours. So there's only gonna be so much we can do. So what? It's probably like almost noon at this point. So they have like 5 hours. The bulk of the responsibility right now is with the commander and the others who are formulating a plan either way. Yeah, but we're still responsible for preparing for the fighting we're going to be doing once we're in the tower. Indeed, I would like to tour the region and see how everyone is doing while we can, too. The bikes that Alisa got her hands on from the Ride-Form company should help us there. I'll explain the basics of riding them later on. Thanks. How long you been carrying those glasses around, by the way? I thought my mask would draw too much attention while walking around the city. This guy plans for everything. Shall we meet again here just before the operation is scheduled to begin then? Do all that you want now so you may face what comes without regrets. Huh? Makes sense, I guess. We shouldn't be getting too friendly with them. Wait, Lord Rufus. Can I help you, Detective? You certainly look like you have something to say. Oh, I do. Thinking about it, this is our first time speaking since the Panther Girl before the war. Now you mention it.
鳥かごの一件のお詫びと受け取ってくれてもいい。ミシュラムから軍も引き上げるので、改めて楽しんできたらどうかね。
ご配慮感謝します。一発殴りたくて仕方ありませんが。
If you were hoping to try and make good on what you said then, I would not be opposed to humoring you. But I would have thought there'd be better ways to use what precious little time we have left to us. I happen to agree. That's why I think it would be fruitful for you to travel around Crossbell with us. It's not possible to change the past, but during the upcoming operation, we will be fighting on the same team. The more time we spend preparing together, the easier I think we'll find it to back each other up if things get dicey. What do you say? Lloyd. Haha. We'd share Lloyd's view on the matter. I can't deny there's bad blood between us, but the stakes are too damn high here to be petty. Far from me to second-guess our leader. That's Lloyd for you, always looking at the big picture. Gotta hand it to the guy. We'd like to come along too. The rest of my classmates have their own preparations to make, so they won't be joining us, but... Except the rest of his... Oh, classmates, duh. Not students. We'll have to learn as much as we can in their place. We've been going around separately until now, so we all need to see how everyone else fights. But putting all that aside, there's something I want you to see. I want you to see the strength of Crossbill's people. I want you to witness how even in times as hopeless as these, we never give up. You've got some chutzpah. I saw this line before. Very well, I see no reason to refuse. Yay, we get to hang out with RX again. Who's RX? Risha, maybe? I didn't know you knew them. It's a funny story. We met not that long ago. We're part of a secret assassins club. What? Like we need any more crazy kids. Yes, I'm all ears. Is there something you want to say?
ロイド・バニングスって言ったわね。やっぱり間違いない。
Huh? Who was that? Who was what? Did he do something?
かつてイルシオンの制御が奪われる直前、私は最後の未来演算をした。
It has to do with him? That's concerning.
その時、この人のことがちらっと見えた気がするの。
Okay. Wait. Is something going to happen to him?
心配しなくても 別に死んだところを見たとかじゃないわ。かなり断片的で、なんとなくだけど。
Is it possible something about the future?
今回の事件、その裏にある真実、解き明かせるとしたら、おそらくあなただけよ。
Well, he is the detective. Me?
うん。あなたにしか条件を揃えられない。見えたのはその結論だけで、どうやってそこに至るかもわからないけど。
Sure wish we had a few more details to go on. That's a hard story to ignore given Elysium's ability to predict the future. Okay, I'll keep what you said in mind. Thanks for telling me, Lapis. I'm sure we'll need all the help we can give once this whole thing kicks off too. Thought I told you, this is my problem that you're saving. You're helping me. Haha, so you did. Shall we set off then? Once our preparations are complete, we need to assemble at the tower's rooftop. Yeah, so let's make sure that when we do, we're heading out with no regrets. Right. Up. The mirrors again. Well, I guess we're not going to be heading right into the final dungeon after all. I was expecting us to not get more stuff until the post-game, but looks like we're going to be taking quite a break here, again. I think something must have happened. Maybe we should go and look when we get the chance. About the final preparation period. At this time, you can explore the entirety of Crossbell with certain party members. Those not in your party will remain in town, so you're welcome to seek them out for a chat. Unlike when traveling in town with a limited party, all party members can be used when on highways or in dungeons. Open the party menu and upon venturing... What? That's worded weirdly. Onto a highway or entering a dungeon, choose your active party members. Yeah, so now you can pretty much anywhere we've been able to go in this game, I believe. Okay, no, just anywhere in the Crossbell area we're allowed to go to. Which I'm sure we'll definitely do. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to, like, go see how everyone's doing all around the place. And then, of course, we have quite a, you can't mess with the characters in town, though, of this group. You walk around with the core members right here. But yeah, so we're going to end things off here. So next time we're going to head back inside of, I'm definitely going to save running around town talking to everybody until we're done with all the Reverie Corridor stuff. But next time we'll head back in the Reverie Corridor and see what other stuff they have in store for us. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.